Self-Management Network Scotland. Cor Hutton, Finding Your Feet. Self-Management Champion 2024.
Yeah, I'm laughing at myself here actually. One in my modesty of putting up my championship award so proudly and loudly there on the screen. It's actually almost quite the opposite of me. I'm not really an awards person as such, but more importantly because I'm embarrassed of this one because it's the champion award, which of course says it's all about me and that I do everything for the charity and nobody else matters in there. So of course it doesn't mean that, and that's the way I've chosen to go. So we're just going to milk it for all it's worth. Thank you, and you're all going to have to look at that picture. For the next 10 minutes. But yes, I am very proud of the charity and everything we've done. And for those that don't know, Finding Your Feet are Scotland's only amputee charity. There's quite a lot down in England, but none in Scotland at all. And that comes with the responsibility where if we don't make it work, then there is nothing there for amputees and they're left to be isolated and alone. And of course, what that means is we are trying to encourage them out of isolation. You wouldn't be aware, I don't suppose. I was a quadruple amputee. I lost my hands and my legs to sepsis 10 years ago, and then got new hands again. So I'd hand transplants. So I've managed to make up for the loss of hands, get new ones, and I'm out there looking for new legs. If anyone has any that they want to give up, that could happen in the future. But it was a particularly tough time. I'm sure you can imagine what it's like to be told that you're going to be losing your hands and your legs, and for there to be nothing out there to help. I remember the grief and the loss. I think it's probably quite obvious that you'll feel immobile. You'll have lost all your mobility. You'll have lost your independence. That's probably quite obvious. What's perhaps not obvious is um, the loss of your confidence, your own self-worth, your own image. So many things affected by it that you might not have considered. I had a 4-year-old son at the time, and I think that for me was the motivating factor to get me up and out of bed. I can't imagine what it if I was just left under the duvet and left to my own devices. It might have been very, very different. So with Find New Feet, we try and be that pushy family that encourage you out from under the duvet. Come along to some of our clubs. We've got about 60 happening throughout Scotland in a month, every month. So some of them are online, some of them are in person, some of them are quite active, others are just sociable. Even I guess, the physically active ones, together with everything else, it's your mental health and your mental strength. So even the physical ones really do improve your confidence and your social aspect. So it's so important. And I just wanted to use this stage to say thank you to the Alliance. What they did for us is give us the money that allowed us to do support plans for those that coming to a club isn't enough. Maybe they don't have the confidence to come to the club. Maybe we can't even get them out the house. So what we do is find them the support plans, maybe help them with finance, benefits, housing, um, counselling, where they can get counselling pretty quickly. And on the NHS, they have to wait quite a long time. So hopefully we can make up that very quickly and work with the NHS to help people recover and get through their rehabilitation. So thank you very much to the Alliance for that particular grant. And what that did was lead us on to realising that we could actually help people with their own self-development through NLP courses, etc. It didn't always need the one-on-one counsellor. It didn't always need the support plan. If we did group NLP classes, then we can teach people about their own self-worth and give them the tools to push forward. And that's led us to our next grant that the Alliance have been brilliant with us on. They're allowing us to run Equip for Life courses, which take individuals, make them look at themselves quite carefully, the areas that perhaps they think they're not strong in, whether it be their confidence, whether it be their self-esteem, whether it be their employability, and hopefully look at that aspect and try to teach them about their own self-worth. We've only just finished our first course. Chris will know about this, but first course is just finished, and I've got 6 amputees coming out of that weren't happy with me in the first instance for asking them to go in the course. Had quite an unnerving, I suppose, emotional experience going through the plan where they had to admit what they're not happy with themselves for. And then hopefully, well, I know by the end of it, the reports that we've got back are that they're glad they went, glad that I encouraged them to go. And they want to recommend it for other amputees in the future. So that was exactly the plan. And I'm delighted that that's working out that way. So thank you very much to the Lions for that. And again, back to awards. I don't know about the awards. We just do the best we can and try and help the people in our community. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for supporting us.